Big T. Don Gibb here, Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds. I understand you're a nerds. Hey, listen, I was told and forced to apologize to you for the XRP community terrorizing you in college, which is not nice. I never terrorized anyone. Whoa, yeah, I did. But now I'm a nerd, so it's all good. Hey, listen, sounds like you're a great dude, and I'm very proud of you, as they should be. And you keep up the good work, and hopefully I can talk to you soon, brother. Be good. Bye.
What we allow payment providers to do is to tap into the liquidity of XRP liquidity. So today there's lots of liquidity between XRP and US dollar. There's lots of liquidity between XRP and British pound. And you could tap into that to move value in real time, in seconds. And even compared to Bitcoin, which takes up to 12 minutes to complete one transaction, XRP is extremely fast at about 3 seconds per transaction. That has meant XRP is extremely scalable in contrast to how Bitcoin works.
So it basically goes, Bank Brad has dollars, dollars get transferred to XRP, then XRP is transferred to sterling, and sterling then hits Bank Julia. That's how it works.
That's exactly right. And so from a consumer point of view and how we're working with, for example, a MoneyGram, the consumer itself doesn't actually see that it's flowing through XRP to solve the problem. But the Bitcoin transaction takes on average 12 minutes to confirm, and the transaction cost is over $1 per transaction. That's not going to be great for a payments solution. So around payments, we think XRP is uniquely and extremely well positioned to solve that payments problem. It's extremely fast at about 3 seconds per transaction, and it costs about 1/1000th of a penny to actually enable that transaction. So
there's a lot of alarm among American companies about your order on WeChat, Apple, Ford, Disney. They're worried because it's such a big communications platform and a payment platform in China that if you ban U.S. businesses from working with them, that they won't be able to sell, iPhones into China or similar markets.
Whatever.
So you don't mind if this...
Got to do what's good in terms of the security of our country.
So
We've been very badly let down by China. What's your next question?
On oil, the U.S. this week seized 4 Iranian oil tankers going towards Venezuela.
Yeah, not supposed to do that.
Yeah, they're going to go to Houston. I'm wondering what you're going to do with that oil, and if this is
We'll be announcing. We have 4 tankers. They're going to Houston, and they're there. They're not supposed to be doing that. Iran's not supposed to be doing that. And so we did. We seized the tankers, and we're moving them and moved to Houston. You will have a crash like you've never seen before. And I've been very good at predicting these things. Yeah, please, go ahead. We are upset with China because of what they did. China was not good. And China will be, if you look at what's going to happen, whether it's Iran, Iran will make a deal with us in a month after the election's over if we win the election. But their greatest dream in the world is that Joe Biden wins because they will own this country. China will own this country. North Korea will own this country. They will own our country. And they're all waiting to see the election. And if we have a win on November 3rd, we will have a deal with, in my opinion, Iran within 1 month. And I don't know that we want to have a deal with China, to be honest with you. So I'm saying to myself, gee, but China wants us to lose very badly. And with that being said, China has purchased the most amount of corn in history. Last week they purchased the 2 largest days in the history of corn purchase, and a massive amount of soybeans, also cattle. So China's been buying a lot of things, and they're doing that to keep me happy, but they're dreaming about Joe Biden. They would love to have that happen, but I don't think that's going to happen. They are dreaming about him, and so is Iran dreaming about Joe, and so are numerous other countries. They dream about it because if that happens, they'll own the United States. And China, I can tell you specifically, will own the United States. Can't let that happen.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and WO book. Also, those who donated to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. Keep it coming. Also, those who are shopping at the store, much love. Keep it coming. Now, of course, guys, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. This is a very important week, just like the last week of the month is very important. What do we have coming? We have the Fed writing a check, and then also we have BAC that's also coming on the 19th. So right now, the volume has been steady. XRP went up a little bit. Of course, cryptos went up. XRP went down. Of course, the market went down. And also, if you look at the stable coins, the volume, those are the indicators going to tell you which way that we're going to be headed. Now, we know that BAC said they had a great futures. We know at the end, BitMEX and CME said, numbers were booming. So the fact is, we know that they are hodling more Bitcoin, but we don't know how much. But so what are we going to do? We're going to look at the indicators. Our volume, stable coins, and of course, XRP is going to let us know which way the market is headed. I gave you two scenarios on Friday. So it looks like the scenario where we're going to be steady on the weekend, take a little leg down on Monday, and then of course we head back up. Now, how far that pump is going to tell us, of course, if we see XRP rev up to that 4 to 5 billion, and also stable coins go below the 99. But remember, I stated, guys, make sure we're looking at the fundamentals, the indicators. It's going to tell us which way the market is going to be headed. But like I stated, BAC is on the 19th. We haven't been taking big dumps when BAC comes. But the fact is, like I stated, they said that they broke records. So I can't say this enough. Make sure we are paying attention to the indicators, because this will be a rough ride. Of course, if they cash out. Now, of course, if they hodl, we'll take a little dip and then we'll ride back up. But just like I stated, indicators will let us know which way this market is going. Now, guys, getting into those videos, basically, you see the revenge of the nerds. Character was named Ogre. Now, when I was growing up, it was an old man that used to come into my barbershop. Very, very intelligent. It was like a college, probably about a prestigious college, probably about five miles up the street from where I used to get my hair cut at. And this guy, of course, didn't have education like the professors that used to come in it, but he would slaughter them. He was a reader. I mean, he could talk about anything. But what he would always say is that gangsters have fun for a little while. Nerds have fun forever. It took me till I was about, I would say, 28 to understand that statement. Because the fact is that basically now we see that the nerds actually, it's revenge of the nerds. The nerds actually run the world. Now, if I made a video on a mediocre gangster, it would get millions of views. But if I talk about somebody smart, nobody's going to look at it because it doesn't give you that flash. So, and basically, of course, television promotes the gangster image. But just like I stated, that statement is very, very important in the world that we actually live in. Now, that symbol and the revenge of the nerds that you see there is a lambda. So if you are a researcher, if you read my book, of course those are Greek, they say they're Greek symbols, but actually they're Phoenician. And if you do your research, it gets deep. But also getting into Ripple. Now, you had Brad Garlinghouse explain what I've been explaining. The synthetic IOU, customers don't know it's being used. It's there to, of course, give that customer who's actually trying to move euro to US dollar. He doesn't actually see the XRP, but it's used there as collateral. So it's nothing but an IOU. Now, what he also states is that you can move it for thousands of a penny. So that means that you can move $1 trillion for $1 million. So guys, I just want to make sure that we understand the purpose of XRP. It's nothing but a synthetic IOU. It's to replace the dollar or whatever euro for that split second. So therefore it takes away the volatility. So therefore you can exchange it. That's it. That's all it is. Now also, guys, getting into Trump's video. Now Trump stated that, if he becomes president, he'll have a deal with Iran. China would take over. If he doesn't become president, everything is over. He's a very good predictor. Now, of course, guys, we know this is all Hegelian dialect. All this has been set up a long time ago. But basically, if you read my book, this actually set off a red flag. Now, he states that Iran, they have 4 Iran oil ships. Now, he actually also said where these ships were going. Now, normally, guys, if you steal something, you don't tell the person you stole something from where it's actually going. Now, this reminds me of Navy SEAL Team 6, and if you have my book, I went over this, where they told them which, Navy SEAL team went in and did the job. Now, that's not protocol. And the same way, if you steal something, you don't tell where it's actually going. So, guys, make sure you're looking out for false flags with that. Remember, guys, they are the stage. We are the audience. You don't tell anybody that you stole, billions of dollars and where it's going. That just made no sense whatsoever. And it definitely set off a red flag. But getting over into crypto news. Guys, we have the EU setting out rules that's going to pave the way for central bank digital currencies and the digital euro. So we know all this is coming. That's all this situation is about. The C word is to move us over to this new digital economy. All total control. Now, basically, we see that, cryptos are used as a hedge, but we know it's not just about used as a hedge. We know this is the real digital economy. That's where this market is going. Now, we have Aave, basically becomes the second DeFi to have 1 billion in value locked. Now, we know that Aave is about loans, fees. Of course, this current system that we're on now is all about loans. Remember, housing loans, car loans, student loans. So any crypto, blockchain is about loans and getting fees. That's what the bank wants to hear. That's how they stay in control. Taxes, nothing but fees. We have Belarus looking at basically using crypto to get around sanctions. We saw that in Venezuela also. We have Novogratz says Biden and Harris is good for the country, but bad for the markets. And guys, we know Novogratz is what? An agent. So the fact is that basically this uses the Hegelian dialectic. So by watching my channel, you see that I put the names, I put the faces. So therefore you can see who are agents. We know if it was not for Harris, Steve Mnuchin and Brian Brooks wouldn't be in. So they all work on the same team, guys. There is no such thing as Republican and Democrat. They're all on the same team. Now, getting over into world news, guys, we have 2 million Californians blacked out in the dark. So, guys, what did I tell you? We'll have more blackouts. I said this a few days ago, plus last week. And what's happening? We have more blackouts. Basically, we have Warren Buffett. Remember I told you about him buying, into gold. He only spent $500 million. He has $137 billion sitting on the sidelines. It's way bigger than that, guys. Don't get me wrong. Gold and silver is good to have. It protects your wealth. But we are moving over to a digital economy. They're banking the unbanked. That's going to put more people into the economy, which is going to devalue gold and silver. It's always going to be God's money. It's always going to have value. But of course, it's going to be devalued. Now, what's also big news, guys, as far as what gaming is concerned, of course, we have Apple and Fortnite. The reason why Apple is going after Fortnite, why? Because more and more people are going to be sitting at home, playing on their phones, playing on the games. So, of course, Apple wants a piece. So, the fact is that gaming is going to be so big. We haven't even went into the realm of virtual reality yet. It's going to basically, you're going to be able to travel, all that good stuff through virtual reality. We haven't even got there yet. So it's still new. So gaming is going to take us to another level. But guys, we had SpaceX Starlinks that I've been over several times, guys. They had a download speed of 11 to 60 megabits per second, guys. Once they turn this Skynet over, there's no turning back. So please educate your friends and family. 11 to 60 megabits per second. Remember I told you, everything is going to run off of that. It's going to be free. Heaven on earth. Come on, guys. Let's get with it. That's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and your book. If you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Also, basically for your stocks, you have Cobalt, chip stocks, gaming, banking stocks. The banks never lose. Don't look at Warren Buffett. Banks never lose, guys. Remember, we look behind the curtain. We also have the at-home stocks. Don't forget about those. We have the biotech stocks, the C word. Don't forget about those. They're still pumping and dumping. And then also, because people are still waiting on this free money, what are they doing? That's right, drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.